Hey guys, my name is FunPro. A common build mistake that people would make would revolve around deciding between Frozen Heart and Randuin's Omen. In this video, I will break down the two items and help you guys decide what's the better item. So let's first review the items. Frozen Heart costs 2500 gold and gives you 20 ability haste, 400 mana, and 80 armor. Its passive Rock Solid says that every incoming instance of post-mitigation basic damage, which is the damage after being reduced by resistances, is reduced by 7 plus 3.5 per 1000 max HP with a max cap at 40% reduction. Frozen Heart's second passive reduces the attack speed of enemies by 20% in a 700 unit radius. Looking at Randuin's, the item costs 2700 gold and gives 10 ability haste, 250 health, and 80 armor. Randuin's Rock Solid passive says that every incoming instance of post-mitigation basic damage is reduced by 5 plus 3.5 per 1000 max HP with a 40% max reduction cap. Randuin's active humility releases a shockwave that slows enemies for 0.25 seconds by 99% and reduces attack damage by 10% and crit strike damage by 20% for 4 seconds. This active has a 60-second cooldown. So now let's analyze this information. Looking at base stats alone, Randuin's would make you tankier because it has the extra 250 health. However, there is a lot more to both these items. If we were to compare armor and the Rock Solid passive, both items give 80 armor. However, the Rock Solid passive is better on Frozen Heart, so Frozen Heart would be better in this specific metric. Let's also introduce the second passive on Frozen Heart and the active on Randuin's. To help you compare these two parts of the items, let's say that Jinx produces 10 autos in 4 seconds, and each auto does 100 damage. So currently in that 4 seconds, Jinx does 1000 damage, when we don't consider armor and other variables similar in nature. So with Frozen Heart, it would be a 20% reduction in attack speed, meaning that now Jinx would produce 8 autos in 4 seconds, lowering the total damage to 800 damage done to you. Now if we were to consider a 10% 80 reduction on Randuin's, it would bring the damage down to 90 damage per auto, and that would be a total of 900 damage to you, which is still higher damage done to you than Frozen Heart. Now let's consider crits, where the damage is 175% of the normal damage. So now the autos will be doing 175 damage per auto, and if all the autos were crit. So with Frozen Heart, the total damage done to you is 1400 damage, with the same conditions as before. Now looking at Randuin's, your new damage per auto value will be 140 damage per auto since they're crits, meaning that the total damage done to you is also 1400. Now as you can see, the Frozen Heart can block the same or even more damage than Randuin's. Also remember that Randuin's blocking power lasts only for 4 seconds. This just means that when you combine the results from the simulation and the fact that the Rock Solid passive is just better on Frozen Heart, it just goes to show that Frozen Heart is just a better item. Also remember that Frozen Heart is cheaper. There might be those who argue for the 250 HP on Randuin's, but if you consider the EHP or effective HP due to resistances and mitigated damage, it overtakes 250. This goes to show that Frozen Heart is almost always better. There are things that you should consider when buying it, like against who you are buying it and on who you're buying it. Considering that the 700 rate on the passive, champions who stay close to their targets or the priority targets should itemize this like Malphite, Hecarim, Scion, Udyr, and more. You should also build this item against comps where the enemy heavily utilizes auto attacks to output the bulk of their damage. In addition, because the item is so cheap, it opens up opportunities for supports, low econ champions, and laners to build it. This item can also help with tempo. Another important consideration to have is that the attack speed reduction is unique, meaning that it only applies once if multiple people are trying to apply it. So I hope this video helps you out in your games. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below what you'd like to see next. Also, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.